Hey, y'all. Welcome to Misty Ridge Homestead. We are so glad you're here. Y'all, this is Trixie. She is one of the two goats we had that recently had kids. This was Trixie's first kidding, and we thought that she was only going to have one. But we went out one morning, and she had three. And she took good care of them, and she had them, for the most part, cleaned up. So she did really, really good. She had two little black ones. That one with white ears is adorable. And then that one on the left there, that's Esme. Esme has a story. So she did, as you can see, she did really, really well in the beginning. And the stall we kept them in had a tiny little hole, apparently, kind of behind we have a large waterer in there. And when she was 2 days old, just about 2 days old, we went out to check on them. We were checking on them about every 2 hours, thank goodness. And she was gone. We couldn't find her anywhere. We searched the stall, we searched under the straw, we searched behind the water, we searched the whole barn, we searched the yard, and by then it was dark. And my daughter Whitney and her husband Kenny came over to help us look for her. And I heard what I thought was an owl and kept looking and listening, and we finally found her in like a wood pile. Little Esme had gotten out at 2 days old, barely able to walk good, and wandered pretty good ways over to a wood pile and climbed in there. And when she heard, between me and her mama was calling, we found her. It was after dark, and it stormed like everything that night. So if we had not found her, she surely would have died, because when Kenny dug her out of the wood pile and we brought her inside, she just was hanging limp and almost lifeless. Her mouth was cold. Her body temperature was really, really low. And it took, we kept her wrapped up in there's little Miss Esme. We kept her wrapped up in a heating blanket and a towel. I did, and kept trying to get her to eat, and she wouldn't eat. Really thought I was going to lose her. About 3 o'clock in the morning, she finally warmed up enough that she started eating. And we started being able to feed her around the clock every 2 or 3 hours. There was Kenny right after we brought her in. She was just sort of laying there lifeless. And this was the next day with Whitney feeding her. And by then she kind of knew what she was doing a little bit and could take a bottle pretty good. This right here is the first night. This was about 3 o'clock in the morning when she finally started eating. And so she's been in here with us for, let's see, was a week old yesterday. So she's been in here for, close to a week. And of course that's at bedtime there. And we have to keep her in a diaper, and she's got on suspenders, and the little bow holds some suspenders on. And she's just made herself at home. We've initially kept her in a tote. That didn't work very long, because I'd take her to the bedroom at night to put her to bed, and she would hop right out. So that didn't work very, very long. But she, like I said, she's now eating about every 4 hours, and she's taking somewhere between 3/4 of a cup and a cup. So the amount she's eating is better. That's in our bed. She tried really hard just to sleep in our bed that night. Didn't work. Didn't work. So James went and got her this little playpen thing that she can stay in some, specifically at night. That thing comes apart and we can put it beside the bed. When she started feeling better, we initially tried to take her back out and put her back with her mama, with Trixie. And it appeared Trixie was rejecting her because she kept pushing her away. We now know that's not what's going on. She has mastitis, and we just decided that it was best to bring her in, since she already has 2 kids to nurse on that one side. So we decided to bring Esme in and continue feeding her inside. We tried to put her with Priscilla, the other mama. After she had her babies, she had 4 and 1 died. So we thought maybe she would accept Esme to her, and that didn't work either. So She's our little house goat for now, and she's doing well. And with a little luck, she'll go out with her siblings sometime next week, at least during the day, and then we will work on getting her out permanently because she can't live in the house at all, of course. Well, thank you for hanging out with Misty Ridge Homestead. We really do appreciate you being here. Be blessed. Bye now.